Right now, we welcome to the show Cowboys standout defensive lineman DeMarcus Lawrence. Sir, how are you this morning?
What's good, fellas? How y'all doing?
We're doing really good, and you might need to help us out with something because I know everyone gets excited in training camp, but I feel like with the addition of Everson Griffin and, the look of the rookies, Diggs, Lamb, and a whole bunch of others, we have a ridiculously high hype level in our brain. Should we keep that hype level super high, or do we need to calm down?
I always think y'all should keep the height level up there. Those types of expectations that y'all place on us and the fans place on us also, helps us lift our goals and, our abilities to become the best that we can be.
Do you ever take something somebody said and like put it on a piece of paper and tape it to your locker all the time?
Most definitely, yes. I love it.
Oh, dear.
It's fuel to my game, So to all the haters out there, keep it up.
Okay, good, because I'm going to throw my co-host under the bus right
fair.
now, Tank.
I'm sorry.
Kevin, declare yourself here for a second. I want him to know who Kevin is.
My name is Kevin Hageland, and DeMarcus, I would like to apologize because if you really need some motivation, I'm really going to motivate you right now because I'm one of these terrible media people. I have absolutely said on air before, I'm going to call you DeMarcus until you earn the Tank moniker back, and I would like you to let that motivate you because I'm a bad person.
Oh, man. Well, I give you something very interesting to look at this whole season. How about that?
Hell yeah. I'll tell you this right now. I grew up in the Metroplex, and I love the Cowboys, and there's nothing I would like more than for you to come on after y'all win the Super Bowl and be like, what do you think now, idiot? And
What's my name?
I will tell you at that point. I will absolutely at that point. I'll be all about it. So, speaking of the defensive line, I mean, obviously I know you focus on your own game, but I was hoping that you could walk us through how do the additions and maybe the different looks from the defensive line, how does that affect your game, and how does that affect then like the linebackers and the defensive backs? Like, how does it all trickle down?
Yeah, I feel like the system is all about keeping us fresh, making sure we keep our legs underneath us at all times, and just having extra guys around that know how to play the game the right way helps you out a lot. Not just physically, but also mentally. Things that you possibly might miss on film. You have those type of leaders in the room with you that can look back with you and help you out on those type of things.
So, Tank, when it comes to just last year, there were times, especially, I guess, earlier in the season where, you would need to take your rest, and then the other team would kind of march down the field. And then when they would get kind of inside the red zone, I felt like you would check back in to try to stop it from being a touchdown. How tough is it to be on the sideline getting your rest while the other team is kind of marching down the field and just want to take your rest, and rather than say, just get me back in, I got to stop them and get them to punt the ball?
Right. Yeah, it's very difficult. And, teams thrive in those moments, when they have some of, other teams' best players off the field. So, kudos to those teams, but it's really not about, last year anymore. I'm healthy this year. I'm ready to roll, and I don't think I'm going to be getting too much tired this year.
Tank, when you see that the front office went out and added veterans, and I wonder how much of that was, Coach McCarthy saying, hey, I want this kind of a locker room, but when you see that the front office put that alongside you guys, how does that change what you perceive the season is going to be?
I mean, it really doesn't change a lot. It's all about, new coaching staff, so you're going to have a new-looking locker room. It all, trickles down, when a new coaching staff comes in, so it's really nothing, too major, but it's all about having that right chemistry with the teammates, and everything, comes together like that.
I've been hearing, that Marinelli's style, and I think Antoine Wood spoke about this yesterday. Marinelli's style was get upfield, be chaos, wreak havoc on the other side of the offensive line. And some of the things on y'all's defensive front is a little different this year, and adds the ability to protect, I guess, your linebackers so that they can be some playmakers. How does that change what you're doing? Does it change anything at all?
Nah, it don't change my job at all. My job is always to, wreak havoc and get out the field and, sack the quarterback. So it really don't change my job at all. Like for Antoine speaking, yes, like he has different alignments and assignments to do inside at D tackle, but as a defensive end, you always got to set the edge and make a play on the quarterback.
What is that feeling internally when you get to the quarterback and you get that sack?
It's a hard feeling to explain because so many emotions are going through you. But it's like as soon as the emotions hit you, you have to snap back in so fast because the next play probably be going on. So I say after the game, those emotions really hit. Like, man, like, okay, I got to the quarterback three times today. Like, dang, that's a pretty good day. So not during the game. During the game, you don't have enough time. It's too fast for you, and it'll leave you behind.
So, Tank, I know that you're a veteran guy now, and you've been through a lot of training camps. Obviously, this one is very different without preseason games. Can you talk about what not having preseason means to you, and then take yourself back to being a rookie or a second-year player and what preseason football games meant to you then?
Yeah, now preseason doesn't mean a lot, to me. I mean, you can get, some good looks from, different teams, offenses, but it's not like, you're going to have their complete, full 11 guys on the field at all times. So it's kind of hard to picture, what they're going to do during the season. So it's really the first game reveals all. And it shows you what type of team you can be and, your possibilities. But for the rookies, speaking on their point of view, I mean, it's kind of hard because that's when you be able to, show the team and show the coaching staff that you're the type of player that they're looking for. It's so hard to show a team that you're a great tackler in practice because most teams don't tackle during, training camp. So it's kind of hard to, expand on those levels, but being able to go out there and have a preseason game for a rookie or a second-year guys is very huge.
Was the offseason, because obviously the last several months have been so difficult for the entire world, was the offseason difficult for you in terms of having to keep track on everything that's going to happen, all the uncertainty about how this entire season was going to work? What was the offseason like for you?
Well, just like Antoine focused on, with Coach Marinelli, like, he explained to us, you stay ready so you never got to get ready. And that's the type of mindset, like I try to live each and every day with, is because, when adversity hits, like, it's not that I be, running around like a chicken with my head cut off, looking for things to do or something, but it's all about, staying calm and, focusing on what's important. And, the main things for me was, my family, my kids, and football. So, I just focus on homeschool with my kids and training.
Jerry's told us that Zeke has a tendency to run through the locker room, smacking his behind and getting everybody going. Do you see that sometimes, and do you just shake your head, or you go, you know what, that does hype me up?
No, hell, I'm sorry.
You can say hell, it's fine.
No, man, I don't go on when I'm in the locker room. So, I don't know. He might have did that like probably 2-3 years ago. So, but now, no.
Now, I wanted to know, like, obviously we talked about our hype level for the Cowboys. What is your hype level for the Mavericks? And were you one of the virtual fans for Game 3?
Yeah, I tuned in Game 3. Well, I tuned in all the games,
Sure.
The Mavs doing their thing this year, man. I'm proud of them boys. Luka keep, taking over, leading the team to success, bro. And I'll be watching again tonight.
Do you think Porzingis needs to toughen up and get out on the court?
Wow.
What was wrong with him last game?
Knee soreness.
Yeah.
And, man, I mean, if y'all are able to play on a turf field and a basketball court, you'll understand how the body, like, breaks down and nobody else knows it but you. So, yeah, Porzingis, toughen up, man. Get the knee better. If it ain't better, don't hurt yourself for the whole year. Just take it easy, and you know your body.
Because Luka's got this, Kevin. Like that's
Absolutely.
I was just going to say, there's a reason I sit in this chair and don't do athletic things. What do you think the Mavericks take this series down then?
I mean, I got high hopes for the Mavs, this year, especially how they're playing and, their chemistry together. Yeah, I say Mavs 4-3. We got 3 more games.
Oh man, that's tough. Who gets the championship first, the Cowboys or the Mavericks?
Only time will tell.
Oh, now that's a hook right there. Well, thank you very much for your time, and I look forward to our discussion again in February,
Oh, me
where
too,
I
man.
have to say, what's your name? I'm very much looking
Absolutely,
forward to
brother.
that.
Appreciate y'all guys.
Thank you very much.
Have a great season, Tank.
All right, thanks. Peace.